Welcome to the podcast. My name's Lewis. You can call me Sharpshooter Lou if you'd like. And my social security number is...
Give me your credit card while you're at it, too.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, my name is Hayden, and we decided, this is episode 4 now, and we decided we figured we'd just go out with our names because we...
Personally, I just kind of forgot to, even say my name in the beginning.
Well, we don't even really, it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like, who even gives a fuck?
We're just voices.
Exactly. Doesn't really matter. And then we got our special guest here. He can introduce himself.
You can call me P. Oh, my mic's not working, bud.
Yeah, it is.
Nope. I can see it on the fucking screen.
I can hear you through it. Tap on it. Yeah, you're coming through on it.
No.
Get wrecked, P.
No.
It just doesn't come through that much. Like, it takes a second delay.
We'll boost your levels.
My name is Peyton, and you can call me P.
P.
B.
P played football for a while.
He did play football for a while.
Football
Did you?
sucks. 10 years.
Like most things
10
with
years
Peyton.
down the drain. 10 years of falls down the drain.
Did you play every year?
3K, or not 3K, third grade through senior year of high school.
Okay.
With most things that Peyton has done in his life and most things that exist, they fucking suck.
No, that's... you're not wrong, but you're not right. Football sucks.
Yep.
Because when you're forced to play it for 10 years straight, you have no choice
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
about it.
I can see that.
It drags on you, and then you don't even like watching it on TV at the end. I mean, you watch a quarter, and then you get bored out of your mind.
Yeah.
I think everything that goes on too long, that you're like, you kind of feel locked into doing.
Yeah.
I mean, like
It's
hunting
easy
and
to
fishing
build.
and stuff. Is,
Yeah. If you enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I can't say I didn't enjoy football. Like, there was definitely times I enjoyed it, but it just drags on you.
Yeah. I can see that.
Went to 2 small high schools, so played every side of the ball from extra point to defense, offense,
Yeah.
kick return, punt,
Yep.
punt return, everything. I don't
Just
know.
get sick of it for a while.
Yeah.
That happens with me whenever I'm in a situation doing something that's really kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
It's the same thing all the time. I'll get sick of it and I'll start to build resentment towards it, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really know if I have a solution.
I feel like a lot of people have that, though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a pretty common, like, trait, I guess.
I feel like it's really common in jobs.
Yeah.
Like, once you're in a career, it's different because you're
Mm-hmm.
building every day.
Building
Like,
blocks, yeah.
becoming rich or financially stable is a better word.
Yeah.
And you're building towards that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you just have like a job, it's really easy, I feel like, to just be like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Getting too much of a groove, basically.
Yeah. It's almost like you're a zombie. You're not actually like in the zone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You're just kind of going through the motions, you know?
You're just like, oh, I know exactly. Like, I'm doing the same thing over and over.
See, I feel like it depends on what job you end up doing.
Yeah.
Because I've done janitor, worked at a golf course. Now I work for an undisclosed,
Production company.
like printing company, I'll say that.
Oh, a little more details.
Building maintenance, though. It's not a
Building
full-time
maintenance.
job. It's a job while I'm in school, but you go to work every day and you have no idea what you're going to do, and it's always something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
I mean,
nice.
obviously you do that. You cut the grass every week.
That
You
is
Yeah.
kind of a nice thing.
pull weeds if you have to, string trim.
There's some
But
variety.
Well, that's like
you're
when
only doing that for a part of the day. You're
when
not
we-
doing that the whole day.
when we worked as janitors together, when we worked at the same place, I feel like during the summers, it was a lot of that. You also did a lot, obviously you do a lot of waxing the floors and stuff, like stripping and waxing, but you also had, like, there would be just random projects that they'd just be like, go do this, basically, you know? And I don't know. I thought that was kind of, I enjoyed that, having a little bit of variety in the day, because otherwise it's just like doing the same thing every day. Like you said, it just gets, it's like you're like a zombie. It sucks.
Yeah, well, like looking back at the janitor job, it was like looking back at it now, we really didn't do any. We kind of did the same exact thing every day.
Okay,
during
well,
the summer. I'm just
just
no,
contradict exactly what I
I'm
said.
not-
No, I'm kidding. I don't
I'm
care.
not like trying to shoot you down. I'm just saying, like, from my standpoint now, from the job I have now.
Yeah,
Like
that's
compared
true.
to like doing something different every day compared to doing something different every day then where
Yeah.
you go do a project for an hour or two. Like where I go to work tomorrow, I'm cutting grass for an hour and I don't know if I have to go inside and paint the door or move
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff around with a forklift or something like that, or I'm out in a skid load or doing something like that.
Yeah, that's like over this summer when I like where I worked, I did like a lot, like a huge variety of stuff. You know,
Yeah, it's like you're always
it's definitely a lot compared to. I mean, janitor, you're pretty much doing. Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
you're
But
either waxing floors, cleaning desks.
I'd say though, out of my high
cleaning
school
counters.
jobs, I think being a janitor was definitely the most interesting. That's the one I held the longest too.
Well, yeah, and that's like
4 years.
Like I was saying, that's looking back at it. Now it doesn't look like anything, but during high school it was kick ass because you weren't working at a restaurant or a
Yeah.
grocery store like every other
It
high
definitely
school kid.
definitely was very kick ass. When we got above minimum wage, which most of our friends probably, from what I know, didn't.
Well, one of my 7 jobs I got above minimum wage, but
Yeah, but I don't know that, and just it was really a pretty chill environment. You know, you could you worked your own hours for the most part. You can go in whenever you wanted. You could go at 1 a.m. and get your work done. You could go in right after school.
I think minimum wage jobs are pretty important
Yeah,
to high schoolers, I guess.
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
You learn. I mean, it's your first job.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of learn what a work ethic is,
And responsibility.
responsibility, being. I mean, you got to be accountable for your own actions. You
Yep.
can't put it on anyone else at that point. Like, you can't blame your parents.
Yeah,
Your job.
it's your own fault. Yeah, definitely.
And I think their minimum wage kind of pisses me off now that people are trying to raise it.
Yeah,
I think they serve a very real purpose.
I agree.
And once you're out of college, or once you're really even like 18,
Mm-hmm.
just being 18, you're more qualified and you can honestly get a job that pays above minimum wage
Yeah,
pretty easily.
yeah,
here's the way I see it. Minimum wage jobs are for people who are too young to work and too old to work. They're not made for people to make a living off of.
Yeah.
Like that's what really bothers me with the minimum
living
wage
wage.
argument.
That's true.
is, oh, I can't make a minimum or a living wage working at McDonald's or
That's not what it's
working at
designed
this or
really to
that
be.
retailer. It's not designed for you to live off of it. It's supposed to be, oh, I'm going to school. I'm in college. I'm in high school. I retired. I just want something to fill my time. I'm gonna go work part time in a McDonald's or a grocery store or just anywhere, and they're not gonna pay you full time wages if you're just sitting there pressing buttons on a computer or scanning items. You gotta
You got to bring
to
value.
be
Well,
able to
one
make
thing-
money. You gotta work.
Yeah,
you don't make money by sitting around doing nothing unless you're
But
own a company.
one thing about that though is that that's like millions of jobs. You know that like there's not enough like high paying jobs to fill like everybody. You know what I
Well, I
mean?
understand that, but it's
I agree with you. I do think like it's not designed to like be able to support yourself or multiple people or family or anything. And I mean, never was supposed to be that way, but I think that's the reality though, is that now it kind of, some people have to do that, now obviously you can go out and try to get other jobs and stuff. But if you're the only source of income and you're working, overtime weeks, how are you supposed to search for a job as well? You know what I mean?
I mean, see, I have an argument to that too, though. Is
Let's hear it.
everyone nowadays has in some capacity has access to technology in the sense where there's websites where you can sign up and you put in whatever job you're looking for, whatever qualifications you have, and it'll find jobs for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can build your resume on there. They'll help you do it, and then you just send them to those jobs. And it's so easy to do stuff like that. Like the place I work, you need no qualifications, and you start at $15 an hour, and you can work in a year. You can work your way up to 18 or 20, with no concept of any idea of the printing industry. You can walk in and just start making money
That's also the
over
thing,
minimum wage.
is that minimum wage, if you're making minimum wage and you're doing your job well enough, you should
you should be able to make
ask
more money.
for a raise like 3 months in easily.
Or be able to work yourself up to a different position that makes more money.
Yeah.
But if you're complaining about, I have a minimum wage job and you're not getting paid enough, it's because A, you're either not working hard enough, B, you're not working enough in the first place, like if it's a part-time job, and C, you just got to find something different that makes you money. You can't just sit there and complain and ask for handouts all the time.
And if you hate your job, you should be trying to find something different. You know what I mean? You should find something that you actually like.
Your mic is out, P, so I just was holding.
It is out.
Yeah, here, let me try to adjust it. Try it now. Now it's back.
All right. Do you want me to
Technical
wrap this
difficulties.
up with my ceiling point?
Yeah, let's hear it. What do you got to say?
That one?
It's about jobs. We'll have this. This is a podcast about work.
This is a podcast about work.
Yeah.
I think P. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't want to say
Key thing to
P's
do.
the most like working man type of our group.
I'd say so, yeah.
Don't sign up for a job you don't want to do. Nothing pisses me off more than working with people that do nothing but complain about the job, do the bare minimum, and
Hide in the bathroom.
and don't do what they're supposed to do. And I have to, now
Pick up their
now
slack.
I'll gladly pick up their slack because I find it entertaining and I like working. I like that's just me. I like
Feeling productive.
productive and having people be happy with what I've done.
Yeah.
Like I've worked with a lot of people now where it's, I'm gonna hide in the truck while you're out cutting grass at a park, and I'm like, fuck you, I guess. I'll go cut yours, and then I'll cut your whole next section because you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And I'll tell the boss he won't do anything, of course, because everyone's got to be protected nowadays. But it's just
That hand wave.
But working in like a negative environment where everyone's complaining sucks.
that's why you put your earbuds in and you just hammer away.
I mean, I worked
do what you gotta do.
my first job was McDonald's.
Just keep plugging.
Yeah.
My first job was McDonald's, and everything, every day, it was just like everyone was constantly complaining
Yeah.
about the work, and it's like I wasn't really expecting to love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's the
It
kind
was
of
just
job where
like
you go
a-
in expecting
Honestly,
to love
dude,
it, really. But
it was weird because when I got that job,
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? Maybe I should work at McDonald's. Maybe it'd be fun
yeah.
just to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I worked there like 4 months.
Yeah.
But
I know my mom always says everybody should work in the food industry or whatever. I don't know. I don't really want to do that.
yeah,
But like she thinks that, I guess.
kind of sucks. But
Yeah, I think
At
that's kind of
some-
like the point is to know like customer service basically and like how much like what those people deal with, day to day kind of. But then you could say the same thing for pretty much every job.
Yeah.
Everybody should be a garbage man once. Everybody should be a mailman once. Everybody should go into the army once.
Yeah.
You could say that with pretty much everything just
but
to
I
get
think
that
the
perspective.
The first job in general, you just learn.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to learn from it,
Yeah.
you'll learn a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot
If
of
you have the
life
work
lessons.
ethic to learn from it, basically. Yeah.
You don't even need the work ethic at the like moment in time, but
Mm-hmm.
looking back on it, if you can see like, oh yeah,
That's why I
I
fucked
can
up.
learn a lesson.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Life's all just a bunch of lessons.
It really is.
That's the. No, do you go?
I was just gonna say, use your first job or your first couple jobs in high school and college to find out what you don't want to do for a living.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
What I did.
Yep.
Worked janitor, worked as a golf cart attendant at a golf course, and worked in the pro shop. And God, what else did I do? Worked at a municipality for cutting grass in parks, and picking up garbage.
Yeah.
Was a garbage man at one of my janitor jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Figured out what I don't want to do for a living. So
Yes,
I
sir.
hate school. I'm in school to find a job that's, or I don't want to say get a job easier, but do a job I actually want to do
Yeah.
rather than just go work at a factory or a store and become a manager and make $20 the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So
This has been very on topic.
This has been probably our most on topic ever.
Do you want me to? Do you
We
want me to
probably what?
I'll be your person. I'll keep you on topic.
Fuck.
I won't let
I
shit
don't know,
go.
dude. That's crazy.
That is
I don't think
crazy.
we've ever talked about something for that
That
long.
ever even just regular conversation.
Yeah,
Thank God you
probably
broke.
not.
Thank God you broke it. We would have went on for another hour talking about fucking jobs and work and shit.
Jobs.
What's our next topic, Lou? Or should we just
Steve
cut her
Jobs.
here?
Oh, we could cut it here.
What were you gonna say?
The new iPhone just got released.
Fuck.
Oh, let's make another
iPhone.
episode.
Okay.
Let's make another episode for that. That's
On
gonna be
next
a big
episode.
one.
Yeah.
On next episode, why iPhones suck dick.
Lou and I are both iPhone
just a
guys,
phone.
but it's just a phone. I don't. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that polarizing, Pete.
They suck.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like the video.
And subscribe.
Oh, subscribe maybe.